Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Sunday football review for round 10 of the NRL. We saw two games of football. We saw the Sharks beat the Warriors 46 points to 10. And we saw the Panthers beat my Cowboys 22 points to 10. Yeah, look, I don't know. I don't know where to begin with the Cowboys today. I thought they played with some heart today, but they should have won that game, but they let it slip again, which is frustrating. But hope everyone's had a great Sunday. It's currently Sunday night. It's currently 6 p.m. I hope everyone's doing really well. Let's get into the Sunday football review. So I'll go back to the first game. Cronulla over New Zealand, 46 points to 10. Was it really a game? Really? I mean, the Warriors were fucking absolutely garbage today. They were nowhere near their best. They were absolutely terrible to watch. As for the Sharks, well, the Sharks, they hit back from last week's terrible performance against Penrith, and they showed up at Central Coast Stadium today, and they absolutely gave it to the Warriors, who have been, as usual, hot and cold. I thought Brendan Hamlin-Uele was fantastic. He scored the first try for the Sharks, so it was good to see him get the first points in that one. I thought Sione Katoa and Jesse Rayman were really strong. Rayman scored 2 and Katoa scored 2, I believe. I'm just trying to double check. Yep, they scored 2. Malatalo was really good, I thought. I thought Shaun Johnson was absolutely outstanding. Thought he had an absolute blinder against his old mob, the Warriors. As for the Warriors, I don't know where to begin with this side, seriously. The inconsistency of the Warriors is ridiculous. I thought Roger Tavasicek played okay, tried very hard. I thought Jas Tavaga was one of their best players, actually, bringing a lot of aggression, and he tried very hard, but there's only so much one player can do. My line for Stool weren't too bad either, but, you know, it just wasn't working for the Warriors. I thought Blake Green had an absolute shocker. One of his worst games of the season. Cody Nicarima just couldn't really set his authority in this game. He just couldn't get things going. It just wasn't working for the Warriors. It wasn't their day. Jack Everington's a fucking idiot. Some of the things he was doing today was ridiculous. Stupid high tackles and looking at a shoulder charge again. Might probably another week on the sideline. What a fucking moron. I thought Cronulla played really well. To concede 56 points last week against Penrith and then to show up and score 46 this week just shows a lot about the Sharks' characters, saying, okay, we were really bad last week. We've got to find some confidence this week and try and bounce back from that embarrassment against Penrith, and they bounced back really well, the Sharks. So, well done to Cronulla on a great win, and maybe it's a confidence booster. Sharks are in 9th at the moment on the ladder, so maybe some confidence there for the Sharkies, but I'm going to give the Warriors' performance a 2 out of 10. They were terrible. I'm going to give the Sharks' performance a 8.5 out of 10. Really impressive performance. My top 3 on ground in this game, I'm going to go number 3, Brendan Hamlin-Uele. Number 2, Jesse Rayman. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Shaun Johnson. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. Scored a try against his old teams too and set up a couple of tries. So, yeah, I thought he was absolutely magnificent for the Cronulla Sharks. Now, let's move on to the next one. Just witnessed this game. Panthers beat the Cowboys 22 points to 10. The match was a lot closer than this. It was 16-10 for a long time. And then I think Nathan Cleary scored with about 40 seconds to go and the game was already over. It didn't really matter. Now, if I wanted to, I could sit here and just shit on Cowboys players, but I'm not going to do that today. What I will say is, I am frustrated and I am really pissed off that we lost that game because I honestly believe that was a game that the Cowboys should have won. They let it slip. They made some really uncharacteristic errors in some crucial times, and they really made a couple of poor decisions. But I think today just proved why the Panthers are a really good team. They weren't great, the Panthers, but they win ugly. And when you're a good team and you're going to compete for a premiership this year and you're sitting in the top 4, the good teams win ugly. It happens. Parramatta did it last weekend against Newcastle. The Roosters have done it a lot of times. The Melbourne Storm do it all the time. Winning ugly is important. And the Cowboys, I thought they played really well. Attack-wise, they just, I don't know, they kept, I don't know, it's like they kept overdoing it. It's like they kept second guessing themselves in that game against Penrith. There just wasn't any game management. I mean, you can clearly see how big of a loss Michael Morgan is to that Cowboys side. They just really lack that game management. If Morgan plays today, maybe the game goes to Golden Point, because Jake Clifford's performance today was terrible. Kicking game was nowhere near first grade level. I thought the young kid on debut who played 5'8", is more of a centre. He played really, really well. The young 5'8" for us. What's his name? Dejan Assi. Apparently he's more of a centre. Played 5'8" today. Scored a good try, and I thought he played really well. And you know, the Cowboys, I don't know, man. They just need to get their players back. They had half their spine out. There was no Holmes, no Drinkwater, no Morgan, no Asiata, no McLean. A lot of big name players out there. So it was always going to be a tough ask. And I'm very surprised we only lost by 12. I'm surprised the Panthers didn't put 40 on us like I thought they would through the week. But, you know, I'm frustrated as a Cowboys supporter. And I thought the Panthers, you know, I thought Nathan Cleary was absolutely outstanding. And you know what? Fuck the Panthers and fuck Nathan Cleary, because, you know, I'm just pissed off because I want the Cowboys to win. But Nathan Cleary had a blinder. I thought he was brilliant. He's probably the best on ground, to be honest. But I think the Cowboys can take a lot of positives from that game. And, you know, the Cowboys draw the next 4 or 5 weeks isn't that bad. They got some sides there that aren't doing that well. But the Cowboys got Raiders and Manly coming up. I think Manly Raiders the next 2. And both teams are depleted. And then I think they got Gold Coast, which I think they'll win that one. Then they got Souths and Newcastle, who aren't, you know, Souths aren't playing well, and Newcastle are pretty hot and cold at the moment. So, you know, it's not a hard draw for the Cowboys. They need to win some of those games. It's going to be tough to make finals, I think. I think Cowboys, what are they now? Was it 3 and something? What's the NRL at? Yeah, it's not going to be. I think the Cowboys' finals chances are pretty much gone, but I think they're playing a little bit better. Well, like 3 and 7. So, I mean, you win 2 or 3 in a row, you're back with the 8. But look, the Panthers today, they just found a way to win. Fisher Harris was great. Crichton was dangerous. You know, Luai and Cleary played well together. Isaiah Yeo was good. Tamalolo had probably his quietest game in a Cowboys jersey. Only 140 metres or something. So, probably his quietest game. The Panthers did a good job in minimising Tamalolo. I'll give them credit for that. But it's frustrating because it was 10-all. You know, the Cowboys, it was 4-all at half time. And then the Cowboys scored, got that 10-4 lead. And if they just had played really well in that period, and then the next set they dropped the ball for the kickoff, and yeah, it was very, very unlucky performance. I thought they were really decent, and then the Panthers took advantage of a couple of poor errors from the Cows, and then when it was 16-10, I thought the Cowboys, you know, if they get it right, and then they kick the ball, and then it bounces up, and then Cooper doesn't get it, and if he gets it, he scores, and then that was frustrating. But the only negative I'm going to say about the game was Tyron May should have been in the sin bin. That was a fucking garbage decision where we might break down the sideline there, and I think it was Connor Lemilu taking out about the ball. Should have been a professional foul. That was fucking terrible, that decision. But, you know, well done to the Panthers. They got the win against the Cowboys, and all the best for the rest of the season, I guess. You know, I don't know. I think we play them again later in the year, so payback will come for those bastards. But anyway, I'm going to give the Cowboys' performance today a 6 out of 10. I'm going to give the Panthers' performance a 7 out of 10. And my top 3 on ground, I'm going to go number 3, Stephen Crichton. Number 2, James Fisher-Harris. And number 1, man of the match, Nathan Cleary. Thought he was terrific. Anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the Sunday Football Review. Hope your team had a win on the weekend. Make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. My round 10 team of the week, will be coming out tomorrow morning. Stay tuned for that. Until then, guys, have a good night.